Okay, so let's open Revit. Go to your side ribbon. We are going to go new. You can just click architectural template and just make sure that create new is not set on project but on project template, and then you can just click OK. And now you'll be greeted with an empty screen. So now we will start creating our elements for our when we get to actually building something in 3D. Okay, to start with we're going to start with our walls. So just go to your top ribbon under architecture to wall, just select it. If you go to your properties panel, you'll see that there is a whole bunch of different wall elements. We would not be using these walls. We will be creating our own walls. So what you can do is you can just go and select, let's take the top one, go edit type, just go into duplicate, and let's rename this BW for brick wall 1 to 30 millimeters. And once you have your type of the duplication as B1 to 30 millimeters, we can go and edit our structure. So you will, all these materials, you can just go ahead and remove them. Just note that you can't delete the core inside of the structure, because the wall always needs to have something inside. So the function, we're going to leave it as structure. The material, if you go to material, you can just click on those little three dots. It would open up a material graphics browser. So for this, we're going to go to brick common, but we are not going to use brick common. We're going to set up our own material. So if you go to the create material indicator here at the bottom left, just click on that. It'll pop up create new material, duplicate materials and assets, duplicate using shared assets. So we want to go and create new material. So your new material would show up as default new material. If you just go ahead and right click on that, rename, we are going to call this existing brickwork. And you can just go to the graphics tab on the right hand side. For surface pattern, we're just going to leave it at none. Cut pattern, foreground, I'm going to click on that. I'm just going to scroll down to brickwork, press OK. So the foreground will be hatched, and the background we are going to make solid fill, and the color we're going to make it white. Just change the foreground color to black, and then you can go ahead and hit apply. OK. And now our structure, existing brickwork with a thickness of 100 mils. So to preview what you have created, you can click here on preview, and that is what your brick hatching would look like. So we can just go by thickness, and you can say 230. Just hit OK. Just go apply and OK. So now we are going to just draw it in on the side. To make sure it's on fine. And there is our existing brick that has been drawn. So now go ahead and click on the existing brick. Go edit type, duplicate. So now you can just remove the two and go new brick work and press OK. Now we're going to go to edit, go back to your material, just right click on the existing brickwork, go duplicate material and assets because we want to keep the hatching. And now you can just edit to new brickwork. So now we go to cut pattern, foreground stays as is, the background change to red. So let's click apply and OK. And there's our brick. Let's just make it a bit more red. And there we go. Just go OK, apply and OK. So now we've changed that. So now you can go back to your wall section or press WA on your keyboard. And you'll see these are two new walls. So the first one that we've created and the second one. So let's go back to wall and create our foundation wall. Go edit type, duplicate, go BW2, existing foundation wall. Hit OK. Now we go back to our structure. I'm going to insert two more layers into that. So the middle, we're going to change the function on the middle one to an air layer and structure air structure. So the material on the middle, it's going to open up the material panel, scroll all the way up until you find air. And select air, and then the top one, scroll back down, or you can search existing brickwork and you can hit OK. So air would be 50, this should be 115, so I want to make sure that I get it to 70, so it's 110, 110. Let's click on structural material. So at ends you can switch exterior, inserts. So with this being a foundation wall, we need to change the middle back to structure and go create new material. Let's go rename, and then we're going to call this existing foundation infill concrete. So cut pattern, we're going to change that to concrete and just change the color to black. Apply OK. And there is our structure. And then we can just hit OK. OK. And let's draw in that wall. So you can see there is our existing foundation wall. So let's go click on our existing foundation wall, or we can go WA, go to your properties panel and go edit type, press duplicate. Just gonna rename this to new foundation wall. And once you've renamed it to new foundation wall, let's go edit, and we need to change our material to new brickwork and press OK. Other one, just search here at the top of the material bar for new, and new brickwork should pop up. And now to change our infill concrete, just go duplicate your material, rename to new foundation infill concrete, and you can keep the foreground as black, the background to a solid fill and to green, and hit OK. And there is our new foundation wall. Just hit OK, apply and OK, and you can draw that wall in. If we go to our 3D view, there is our 4 walls. So now existing can be gray. So let's go into our, select one of the new walls, go back to your level. I'm going to select our new wall, edit type, edit your structure, go to your new brickwork, and we're going to go surface pattern, solid fill, and choose the light red. Apply OK. Apply OK. So if we go into 3D view now, you'll see that material will be shown red. This new brickwork, according to Sans, needs to be shown in red. So let's make a cavity wall. So let's go back to wall, edit type, duplicate, BW3, 270mm cavity wall. Let's just name this existing. So once you've saved your duplication, let's go to edit and change our brickwork back to existing brickwork. Existing, existing, and now we can put in our air gap for it to look like that. So just hit apply and OK, and let's draw in our cavity wall. So let's go back to our cavity wall, go edit type, duplicate, change the name to new. Okay, let's change our material back to new brickwork, new brickwork. Okay, apply and okay. So now there's our new cavity. So now I just have to go back to our wall in our top ribbon. Select your wall. You'll see it's still on existing 270. So let's draw in our existing wall. So let's go to our existing 230 millimeter. Let's go edit type, duplicate, and go BW4 110 millimeter. Let's call it existing 110 millimeter. Go edit your structure, change the thickness to 110. Press OK, and now you see it will have changed. So now we just need to go back and look for our B1 and just draw that in. Just gonna move this to the side. Go ahead on your keyboard and press DL. Select the rectangle. I'm just gonna group our walls so that we know which is which. Gonna move those up. There's that one there. Just gonna click on my 110 wall, or you can go WA. Scroll down to your 110 wall, or you can go edit type, duplicate. So I'm gonna go on my 110, edit type, duplicate, change it to new. Okay, edit, change your material to new brickwork. Okay, apply and okay. So we just need to draw in. If you go back to architecture, wall, and go search for your existing 110, just draw that in as well. If you hit TX on your keyboard, just go to 30 millimeters. Going to change the text size, is quite big. So that's out to 30. To 70 foundation. Gonna rotate text. And this is our 270 millimeter cavity. Gonna rotate all the other ones as well. And this should be changed to 110 millimeters. And there we have our basic walls set up. Underground walls, above ground walls has now been set up in our project. So what we do now with our plans is you go file, save as, template, save template, then you just say just put in your name and just call it Revit template. Just save, and you'll see the name changes up top here as well. So what you can do now is go insert and go load family, and you must just then you can just search for wherever you've saved your title block and import it into Revit. Just click on your title block, open, and it will load it in. Do not fear if you're on the screen still wondering where your title block is. Just go to your project browser and select on your sheets. You'll see the default title block on the screen. Just select your title block, go to the properties panel, click on it, make it drop down. Then you'll see A1 title block. And there is the title block that you have created yesterday. Okay, so for the next step, we are going to just add a note as a reminder. As you can see, we're currently on level 0. So you can go ahead and click on that, right click, rename, and change that to FFL for finished floor level, and just select yes. Because by selecting yes, if we go into our elevations, you'll see that our levels has been renamed accordingly. As you can see, level 1 is still level 1. If we change that, rename that to wall plate, let's just wall plate height. So if you select yes, then it will change with it. And then you can just click on the level to also make changes. And if you would like to rename corresponding views, just say yes, and then your name would also be adjusted. So let's